Hey everybody, how's it going? TGB here, and today I think we're gonna try some Slay the Spire. It's been a little while since I've played this. I was talking to a buddy of mine about it. He got me remembering all the fun I had before, so I loaded it up. I played a couple of runs just to get re-familiar with the way things work. Familiarize myself again with the way things work, and let's give it a try. So I did notice that there is a new character. I'm not going to try that out just yet. I have a couple of things enabled that I want to see how well they work though. There are some overlays that will help people see what's going on, I think. I'm going to play a run through as the Ironclad. I've got some unlocks left. I've also played extensively as the Silent. I've got a couple unlocks. I don't think I've completed any of them, but you know, we'll see how this goes. So, at the beginning here we get a little bit of a random thing that we can pick. I could get a curse to get a relic. I could lose my relic, which is this heal at the end of combat. I think I like that though. I'm gonna go with the 3 random potions, I think. So we got colorless potion, gambler's brew, and fruit juice. That's not too bad. Now, you guys watching should be able to mouse over things. If this overlay is working correctly, you should be able to mouse over the relics, the potions, everything. So that should be interesting. At least let you guys see what's going on. Looks like it's working. I've got my stream up too just to check it out, and it looks like it is working. So, alright, so the next thing we do is we pick a path. I kind of like this middle one because it'll give us options to diverge into either of these. I mean, if we go right here, we got a whole bunch of mysteries, a boss fight, a couple chests that we could go through, depending on which side we decide to go through. We could get to the whole top without fighting, or all the way to the top rather, without fighting a mini-boss. That way as well. But the mini-bosses are actually pretty nice to fight, so... Yeah, I like Burning Blood. It lets you heal at the end of every combat. It's the ritual that or the artifact that I have. Relic, I think they call them. So let's see. Oh, we're starting off with one of these guys, the Jawworm. Now let me know if that overlay is... Oh yeah, okay, yep. Good, I'm glad that overlay is working. Can you go over the cards too? Does it let you look at the cards I have? I have another one that should show a deck list, if that doesn't work, so we'll see. I just wanted to have things in place so that people could look at stuff. For this guy, we're just gonna defend and then smack him. We don't have a lot of interesting things we can do yet. The way this game works, you have a certain amount of energy. Cards cost various amounts of energy. You play the cards, they do the things. Like this, takes 2 energy, deals 8 damage, applies vulnerable, which makes him take more damage from follow-up or from subsequent attacks. Only lasts for 1 round. Well, each tick of vulnerable lasts for 1 round, so this would keep him vulnerable for 2 rounds. Might be a good thing to do. Smash him. Defend. He'll still be vulnerable next round. Okay, good. I'm glad that's working. I figured between those 2 overlays you should be able to see everything you might be interested in. He's not even attacking us this round, so let's stack on vulnerable and smack him. I should be able to kill him next round. Have to do 16 damage total. That's 12. I didn't get another strike though, so that's going to be difficult to do this round. We'll just chew through his shield. Probably will be able to kill him this round. I think that's lethal, yep. And because of Burning Blood, we're going to heal back to full because we didn't take very much damage. Alright, so we got Bloodletting, lose 3 hit points, gain 2 energy. Iron Wave, gain 5 block. Deal 5 damage, that's not too bad. And then 14 damage. That's interesting. Strength affects this card 3 times. So if we plan to stack a lot of strength in our build, strength is a status effect that gives you bonus damage on cards, on attack cards. If we plan to stack a lot of strength, this will be a pretty heavy hitter, but I think I like Iron Wave. Gives me a block and a strike at the same time, essentially. Could go for a mystery, could go for a critter. We're going to get a couple mysteries up there, so I'm going to keep plowing through these critters for now. These guys. So these guys have a little ritual that once they're able to cast it, which he's doing now, you can see the enemy's intent and what they're going to do in a general sense. This ritual will sit on him and basically increase his strength every turn. So this is modded, but the only mods on here are there to enable those overlays that are working on Twitch. Everything in here is purely vanilla, normal gameplay. I'll just attack him 3 times. He'll do his ritual. Caw-caw. So there it is. At the end of its turn, gains 3 strength, and that just stays on there. So you have to kill these fairly quickly. He's going to do 6 damage. I'm just going to take the damage and strike him. Because I think I can kill him, and if I don't take too much, I'll heal it back up. So I only got those. I only got Iron Wave and Strike. That's not the best, but this will give me a shield. This will strike him. Do another shield. Shields go away at the end of the turn, so you can't just stack them and keep them over and over, unfortunately. And then I have to do whatever to kill him. Easy. Hopefully they'll all be that easy. So I have 3 potions already because I got them at the beginning, but so you choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand. It costs 0. It's very situational because it has to be a discarded card that's still in your discard pile when you need it. And it's only a one-time. I'm gonna leave that in there because I've got. Actually, I'll go ahead and drink this fruit juice. I didn't realize I had that, so I may as well take that. That just increased my max hit points, so there's no reason not to drink that. Never mind. All right, so we got evolve. Whenever you draw a status card, draw 1 card. So that's just a passive thing every time you draw a status card. Status cards are things that usually sit in your hand and do annoying or bad stuff or just take up space. There are a lot of enemies that will throw status cards at you, like Confusion, which will just take up a draw that you could normally use for a useful attack. So that might be good. If I can throw Evolve out there, every time I drew one of those status cards, I'd just get another card. Gain 7 block, exhaust 1 card at random. So exhausting removes the card from the combat instead of discarding it. That's not as good. I don't like exhausting cards if I don't need to. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. So this gives you whatever the top card of your draw pile is for free, but then removes it from combat. I mean, that's a little bit better, I think. I don't know. These are about even. I'm gonna go with the evolve though, because there are some enemies later on that are pretty annoying with the status effects. There's actually another mod that would let Twitch viewers vote on things, like which card to get and which event to take and things like that. So if that would be interesting, I might look at that. Let me know. So these guys are... they're louse, and when attacked, they will curl up and gain block. So I'm going to hit each one once, and then let their block go away while I just do a defend. So I really don't need to evolve this combat. And that's possibly a downside to this. It's only useful if I have those status specs coming. So I'm not sure if I should have taken this, but it's alright. Let's see. We can outright kill him with Bash. We can almost kill him with Strike. But not quite. We'll take 10 damage. Not the worst thing. Actually gonna drop the audio just by a little bit, or the music. It's a bit loud. And then, no matter what we do, we're just gonna kill this guy now, so that's it. Another liquid memories. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that on the loot pile, because, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. We got Inflame, just gains 2 strength. Very nice. Seeing Red will exhaust itself, but give you 2 energy. So effectively you get 1 energy because this costs 1. But 1 energy is not bad. Costs 1 less for each time you lose hit points this combat. Okay. I mean, that's a pretty common thing for me to do, to lose hit points. Sadly. I think I'm gonna go with Seeing Red just because it's free energy. This 2 strength sounds good too. Strength lasts the rest of the combat. That's just 2 extra damage on every hit. I might go with this. Inflame. Alright. Let's see what this mystery location is. A loose brick within a pillar. You find a folded note and a card inside. It reads, "The heart awaits." This is your handwriting. Okay. Take and give. Receive Dark Embrace and store a card. So, whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. I do have some exhaustion mechanics so far, and I could just build around that. And then I could store a card. Presumably, maybe I'll get this card in a later run. I could store the Evolve. Or I could just use it to get rid of one of my strikes. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll get rid of 1 strike. What's going on? Alright. Continue fighting. So we got Dark Embrace. Not going to use that right now. He's attacking for 13. We'll throw out a block and a bash. Let's see. Throw a defend out, inflame, and strike again. So now all of our attacks increase by 2. Looks like his strikes are inflicting vulnerable as well. Iron Wave is technically an attack. I don't think we have lethal this turn. I may just want to double block. Just to limit the damage that I take, because your health is persistent. Probably should not have taken the Dark Embrace card, because I don't have a lot of exhaust mechanics. Still learning the game. So, I've got 10 and 8. I could almost kill him. He's not attacking though, so I may as well. Oh wait, that's right, I have the strength, so I did a little extra damage. Perfect. Drop kick. Deal 5 damage. If the enemy has vulnerable, gain energy and draw a card. Not bad. Maybe play an attack, gain 3 block. Lose 12 hit points, deal 15 damage. Hemokinesis. I'm not really built around losing and gaining hit points. I might go for this. I have some stuff that inflicts vulnerable. Alright, so we had a rest stop. We're only down, not many, 11 hit points. I could rest. I would overheal. I could also smith and upgrade a card. So like if I upgrade a dropkick, it becomes 8 damage. If I upgrade Inflame, I gain 3 strength. Upgrade Evolve, you draw 2 cards for every status card. I could upgrade Iron Wave or Bash. I think I'll grab Dropkick and upgrade it. Maybe. 3 strength would be nice too. Let's just go all in on the strength. Do all the damage. Should we go for a boss? You get a relic if you kill a mini-boss. Elite is what they're called. Oh, it's the shell dude. This is not too bad. Alright, so... the way this works is he's gonna wake up and attempt to hurt us. It's a pretty straightforward fight. I explained it so well. So we've woken him up. He's stunned for this turn. I guess I'll go ahead and throw this out just in case I do exhaust something. So, probably double defend and inflame so we can strike next round. That'll limit the damage we take for now. Iron Wave, defend, strike. What's in our discard? Anything that would make sense to use liquid memories on? Not really. That's the problem, like... I could try this colorless potion, and see what we get. Good instincts, gain block. Add X random colorless cards to your hand and they cost 0. Okay, that's not too bad. Reduce the cost of a random card in your hand to 0. I mean, none of these are that great. I'll gain the block, I suppose. This'll stay in my deck for this combat, so I'll just let it discard. Because I don't need it this turn. For this turn, he's not attacking, so I'll just bash and strike. But I've got a free block hanging out in there somewhere. Oh, he lowered our strength and dexterity a little bit. So I could drop kick because he has vulnerable. Would get the bonuses. That's why this is highlighted. We'll go ahead and do that. Got good instinct. Throw defend out. Another defend and then strike. And he took some bonus damage because he's vulnerable. Now what else in here? Yeah. Nothing really in there that I want to spend the liquid memories on. I'm feeling like this evolve, I probably shouldn't have picked that up. Gotta be careful with all you throw in your deck because you start drawing, you know, cards that are not useful. I don't need to defend. So, strike, strike. Should have bashed. Oh well. Before I started the stream, I was actually doing a run with the Silent. It was going pretty well. So I'm gonna do 13 damage. Just gonna go all out damage. I'm gonna take some damage. But I think I can kill him next round. Yeah. That is lethal damage for him. That was rough because he kept dropping our dexterity, which reduces the amount of block you get. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill into your deck, upgrade it. Okay. That's pretty nice. So like this is a skill. If I added this in, it would be upgraded to Flex Plus, which is why it's displaying that way. This is a short-term, but free, gain of strength for 1 turn. Which I'm actually totally on board with that. Oh, we got a random merchant. So yeah, you can stop off and use the gold you've been accumulating. Could buy another drop kick, could buy like a wild strike, deal 12 damage but suffer a wound. A wound is a status card, so that might actually be a good thing. Then we would use evolve and start drawing extra cards when we get those to offset. The reason it's a bad thing is because it's an unplayable card that would just take up one of your draws normally. Rage. Whenever you play an action, gain 5 block. That's not bad. But just that turn. Combust. Lose 1 hit point, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Also not bad. Could also get some relics. The effective cost X cards are increased by 2. This is actually really good when you get it on the silent. Anything that deals 4 or less damage deals 5 instead. Fantastic when you're throwing like shivs and stuff that deal just a couple damage. I think I'm going to grab a Combust card. This is really nice when you're fighting against crowds. And it's only 1 hit point. I'm going to go for this rest location. We have a chest we can open. Ah, this is very nice. If your hit points are less than 50%, heal 12 at the end of combat. So I've got 2 things healing me now. And a thief. Alright. So the way this guy works, every time he hits you, he'll take 15 gold, and if he survives 3 rounds, then he runs off with it. So let's drop kick him, strike him, and then defend. Even if you defend all the damage, he still steals gold. So Iron Wave, strike, defend. Well, as much as I would like to use the Inflame, I don't think it's smart. Well, I could strike, and Inflame. Well, Inflame then strike, obviously, because that would give me more damage. Yeah, let's do that. That'll get him closer to dead. And then this round, I think he's going to try to run away if he doesn't die. Yeah, see, he's looking for his smoke bomb, so he's blocked. I'll flex and drop kick him. And there he goes. Got my gold back. Got a weakness potion that I can throw at an enemy. And let's see. Power through. Add 2 wounds, gain 20 block. That's a really good get out of, you know, well, it's a really good panic button, basically. I may go for that. This is pretty good too. 4 damage and 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I think this would be more often used, but this is really good. Yeah, we'll grab power through. We don't have enough defense. I think I'm just gonna rest here. Back up to 72 hit points, that's pretty good. And let's take on another mini-boss. Feeling pretty good about this. It's these guys. Alright, so this is where the evolve is going to be very useful, and I happen to get it right away. I'm not going to grab the wounds just yet. Well, I do have the evolve now, so I guess it wouldn't matter. Sure, why not? And that takes care of our damage. Yeah, I was making sure it wasn't an exhaust, it just discards. So these are the status cards. These things give you status cards constantly. And each of these would waste one of your draws. They also have this artifact thing which negates a debuff. So like if I hit him with bash here, it would apply 2 vulnerable, but one of those would be negated from the artifact ability. I could combust, lose 1 hit point and deal 5 damage to everybody. Doesn't seem like a great deal, but right now anyway. So we'll go ahead and Iron Wave. That gives us a little bit of shield. I think what I'm going to do is just defend and then strike. Anything in here I want to grab? No. Any potions I want to use? I could throw weakness on something, but I'm not going to. Okay. So we got Inflame and Flex. We could jump our strength up pretty good. With that, that would be 4, 5, 6, 7 on top of the 6 damage. That could do not too bad. Definitely going to go Inflame. Flex is free. Now, probably I should save Flex for another time when I have more attacks, but it's okay. I'll draw it again. See, because I drew this Dazed, I also drew another card on account of the Evolve. Oh, interesting. So, I wonder if this Dark Embrace will trigger off of these. So these are ethereal cards. They exhaust themselves if they're still in your hand at the end of the turn. I'm going to go ahead and use this and find out. So we are going to take some damage. I could just power through again. Throw 2 more wounds in. It's not the worst thing. And we'll bash. Oh, that's right. We don't have any. We don't have 2 energy, so we will just drop kick. Oh yeah, that does work. Okay. So when these exhaust themselves, I get another card drawn for the next round. It's kind of nice. More options, at least. Wow, I'm drawing a lot of cards now. My hand is full. That's cool. Alright, let's go ahead and combust. And I don't really have any... Well, I could defend. Let me go ahead and kill this guy. Smack this guy. I'm drawing everything. It's kind of amusing. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and flex because it's free. We'll Iron Wave him. That'll give us a little bit of defense. Strike. If I had one more attack, I could kill him this turn, but that's alright. Oh, the Combust will kill him. Never mind. So we'll just defend, and we're fine. No damage, and we'll kill another guy. Well, 1 damage from the Combust. We've drawn this many cards before our turn. Alright, so I don't need to power through. I can flex, Iron Wave, strike, and strike again. And there we go. Another mini-boss done. So we got the Bottled Tornado. Upon pickup, choose a power card. Start every combat with this card in your hand. So, do we have any power cards? We have Dark Embrace and Inflame. So we could start every combat with Inflame or Combust. Or Evolve. That's not a bad deal. There's no downside really, except you'll always have this card. I think we're gonna go with Inflame. And then, let's see. Clash can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. Well, that's not gonna happen too often. Well, I guess it would. It depends on how you built your deck. Berserk, gain 2 vulnerable at the start of your turn. So you take vulnerability, but you gain energy. So you're vulnerable for the next 2 turns, but for the rest of combat, you gain an extra energy. Right? That's really good. I'm gonna go with Berserk. Alright, Mr. Slimo, you split when your hit points equal 50% or less, and the 2 smaller slimes show up with whatever your current hit points are. Well, he is going to attack me, so I'm not going to do Berserk yet. I will Inflame, and then Defend and Strike. It'd be kind of dumb to Berserk right when he's going to attack me. So he's giving me some slimed status cards. I don't need to power through because he's not attacking me. We'll just strike, drop kick, and I'll throw a Dark Embrace out just in case we exhaust anything. Right, I don't think... Well, Evolve will be somewhat useful because of all the slime cards. I don't know if I'm going to bother though. Right now he's going to inflict a negative effect on me. I'm just going to bash him, and then Iron Wave. Actually, I don't need to Iron Wave. He's about to split. That's why he's got the question marks above his head. Let's get as much damage in as I can, because whatever his hit points are, that's the hit points of the resulting slimes when they split. So we should have 2 16 hit point slimes instead of the 26 or whatever it was. Alright, not bad. We can almost just kill one of these guys. And I'll do that, and then I don't really need to do anything else, so... He's gonna lick me. That gives me Frail, which you gain 25% less block while you're frail. So... Bash, Iron Wave, done. Ooh, Intimidate. Too weak to all enemies, exhausts, and it's 0 cost. Double your block is really nice if you're in a block-focused deck, but we're not really doing that. Pommel Strike is useful. I think I'm going to go with Intimidate. Weakening your opponents is very nice. Such as that. Now he does 25% less damage for 2 turns. We'll go Inflame for extra damage, and then Double Strike. I'll take the damage on the chin, it's fine. Because we're going to heal quite a bit. 12, and another 6. Go ahead and drop kick him. And I could Berserk. That would boost his damage to me though. I usually wait till they're like not doing an attack to Berserk. Flex, Iron Wave, and a strike, and now he's gone. A Fire Potion is very nice. I don't actually like this Gambush Brew that much, so I'm gonna drop this. Grab the Fire Potion, and so we got Sword Boomerang, deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times, which is okay. That's 9 damage for 1 power, that's not bad, but you don't get to control where it goes. Ghostly Armor is very nice, but you have to use it. Like if you don't use it when it comes up, it exhausts itself. But it's cheap, and it's a block, and then it goes away after that. Well, technically, I think it only goes away if you don't use it. If you use it, I believe it goes to discard. And then Perfected Strike, deal 6 damage, deal 2 additional damage for all your cards containing Strike. I think that's for the rest of the combat. And that is nice. I think I'm going to go with the armor though. More defense is nice to have. And here we'll just rest